murder and mayhem is getting progressively worse as compared to getting any better.
These juveniles want to have guns in their hand. They need to be sentenced like adults. You want to be doing grown people stuff, get grown people time. They get away with it and get a smack on the wrist.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tirade TV. If you like this type of content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. All comments are welcome as long as it's tasteful and respectful. You know how I do it. Let's jump right into it. It seems as though all the people that we have, quote unquote, elected, and some people may even say selected, to leadership positions. I'm talking the commander-in-chief. I'm talking the vice. I'm talking certain governors. Definitely at the local and at the local politicians, mayors, DAs, county judges, sheriffs, and so forth. Do they really care what's going on right now in this country? Now I'm just going to go and say that a few of them still care. A few of them still care about the security of this country. But more so importantly, they care about the freedom of everyone in this country. But looking at these news articles and what's being shown on mainstream TV right now or mainstream media right now, I don't know if many politicians, especially on the left, really care about freedom and or security. And I mean real security, not fake security in this country. I saw this article here. Let me bring this up for you. And also shout out to the people that are listening on the podcast on Spotify, iHeartTV, and others. Definitely appreciate it. This is a Fox News article I saw. It says, dozens seen ransacking Philadelphia Wawa store, throwing food. The Philadelphia Police Department is investigating the Wawa incident. So we go ahead and look at the article here, and I'll actually show a little video afterwards here. It says dozens of people entered a Wawa. I'm guessing I'm pronouncing that correctly. Wawa, W-A-W-A. Never been to Philadelphia, and from seeing what's going on over there, don't plan on going. Dozens of people entered a Wawa convenience store in Philadelphia and began ransacking the place on Saturday. Footage shows people throwing food and standing on furniture as employees are helpless to stop the chaos. The aftermath saw trash and products littering the store's floors as throngs of people milled about outside. The Philadelphia Police Department confirmed to Fox News Digital that officers are investigating the incident. The video is only the most recent example of string of smash and grab style crimes, which see organized groups stealing goods from stores with near impunity. Employees of one California jewelry store fought off attempted robbers earlier this year. Sarah Baca and Dallas Baca were inside their parents' store, Princess Bride Diamonds, when at least 4 hooded robbers broke in. Quote, I think this is like our livelihood, and we want California to be great again, unquote. Sarah told Fox and Friends in May. Quote, and this is like our home. We want to defend it. I've grown up here my whole entire life, unquote. So yeah, it looked like it's a family business, their parents' store. You're going to protect that, and they should protect it. They should have the right to go in, and anyone tries to come do harm to that store, to the family business, they should be more or well within their right to defend it at all means. Quote, it's sad what the state has come to, but I think with good people all banding together, all have same values, we can turn it around. I'm hoping, unquote, she continued. Footage of incident shows the brother-sister duo punching and kicking at the would-be robbers until they fled. Quote, "It's sad what the state has come to," uh, but it says again, good people banding together. They think they can get it done, basically. I'm not for sure why that's repeated right there, but um, that's what is going on right now. That's what is going on right now in this, I guess, in this season of, some people call it robbing season. Uh, I guess there's like a hood term called robbing season, and it's everywhere now. It's everywhere. And the people we elected, or those who have been selected to do something about it, they're doing nothing. They're basically bringing these people in, giving them a slap on the wrist, and sending them back out so they can do the same crimes over and over again. Carjackings are up across the country. These smash and grabs are up across the country. Homicides are up overall across the country. I mean, no one cares. And they also expect each and every law-abiding citizen to give up their rights to defend themselves, to give up their Second Amendment right. No, they shouldn't be expecting that, because if you're depending on the government for help in protecting and defending you, how does that seem to be working right now? Just go look at mainstream media. Go look at it. All you see is chaos everywhere. Every major city, it's chaos. So once again, how is dependent on your government to protect you and defend you, how is that helping right now? Don't look like it's helping in too much at all, in my opinion. But let me share my screen here with you. I want to go and look at this little video here that I saw on Fox News here. And it looked like a scene from some kind of movie or something, to be honest with you. First of all, let's look at this video here. The people in Philadelphia speaking about the crime in Philadelphia right now.
Murder and mayhem is getting progressively worse as compared to getting any better.
These juveniles want to have guns in their hand. They need to be sentenced like adults. You want to be doing grown people stuff, get grown people time. They get away with it and get a smack on the wrist. You get out of jail, you do the same thing.
Some Philadelphia residents sick of the crime plaguing the city as a state panel moves forward with an investigation into District Attorney Larry Krasner's soft on crime policies. The city is on pace for the highest number of homicides on record.
Basically, they're saying that the DA, or the district attorney, is not doing anything. I think his name is Krasner, something like that. He's not doing anything about it. He's giving them off basically with what equates to be a warning or a stern talk to or whatever. And they're going out doing the same thing over and over again. It's crazy. Let's go on a little bit further here.
Pennsylvania State House voted last week to hold Krasner in contempt for refusing to comply with a subpoena to provide documents. Homicides are up 83%. Gun robberies up nearly 29% since Krasner took office back in 2018. Let's bring in senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute, Rafael Manguel. So you've got the Republican-led Pennsylvania House trying to take out Larry Krasner. Krasner claims it's all dirty politics in an election year. Your thoughts on that, Rafael?
How can you call it dirty politics when the proof is in the pudding?
I think that's a bit of a disingenuous claim. I mean, what else would the legislature be expected to do in the face of record homicide numbers? I mean, the state legislature does exercise an oversight function, and they ought to be interested in response to the people that they represent in what is one of the most pressing public policy problems of our time.
So I'll cut that off right there. But yeah, the Krasner, whatever his name in Philadelphia, basically saying that it's dirty politics. But when you see crime rates spiking out of this world, how is that dirty politics? No, you're not doing your job. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you're being paid to do. if I'm not mistaken, it's probably citizens or resident, the tax dollars of the residents over there paying your salary, and you're not doing anything for them. That's what it's about. But what do y'all think about this? Are you seeing any crimes in your area? Is it, if you're living in a major city, I'm sure you've seen something. Um, I don't know about the rural areas, but definitely if you're in the city, and then it's spilling out into the suburbs a little bit also now too. So I'm sure we've all seen something. But I promise you that I would show you some video on what's going on with this with this with the crimes or whatever out in Philadelphia. Let me find that again real fast, because I did actually promise it to you. This is crazy, man. This is actually crazy. Let me share my screen with. I'm pulling it up right here for you real fast. Let me pull it up for you here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And this is what we've been seeing all over the country lately. It's, like I said, especially in major cities.
True loyalty doesn't come around often. These people have helped
This
build
place
place
from the ground
I'm walking out of here, bro. Are y'all making a deal with that? Y'all keep recording? It's gonna be a little while. Okay, but like
Basically, you have a bunch of kids there, younger, look like teenagers, young adults maybe, in a Wawa store, just ransacking it, throwing food everywhere, grabbing food, running out the door with it. And there's one lady you can hear in the background, I would say the loudest voice. She's basically trying to get a sandwich made. She's basically asking them, hey, are you still making sandwiches, or are you going to continue to video? That part is kind of funny, but overall it's not funny. Um, and then you have this video here is basically going to show the aftermath of, when all these people run out the store, like basically what was left. Just a bunch of kids out in the parking lot, young adults out in the parking lot with the food they've basically went to the store and basically stolen. I mean, this looks like I don't know. First of all, I don't see any remorse for anything that's going on. Anything that's going on there. And then you had one lady just trying to get into her truck. Looked like she just went in the store and I guess maybe bought something. I'm assuming she bought it. I don't know. She could have stolen that too. I don't know. But that's what's happening right now all across the country. We've seen it in LA, with Philadelphia. It's it's complete and utter chaos right now. And no one seems to care. But that's why I say we should also, first of all, I always say we should be a praying people, a praying nation. And we should definitely probably not put so much trust into having someone else take care of us or defend us or whatever. Every time we put trust in that, I mean, look what happens. But what do you all think about this? I mean, what are you all doing to basically avoid these things and take care of your family? I mean, especially if you live in a major city, in the urban area, major city, um, it's happening. And yes, there are certain instances where I believe it is spilling out into some certain suburbs, but I don't understand why no one cares. Just wanted to show you all that video there. But let me get back to the other story that I was actually going to talk about a little bit. The FBI, the Feddos, FBI caught in another scandal, lying to judge for warrant to loot random safe deposit boxes. Goes on to say the Federal Bureau of Investigation is back in the news again with allegations of thuggery and lying to a judge. And remember, these are allegations. I love the word they're allegations. So we don't know how true it is. It could be completely false. It could be just something that someone just made up. But the story says under the microscope is an infuriating scheme that involved a search and seizure of massive amounts of private money and assets from random safety deposit boxes last year in Beverly Hills. Even for those who have studied the FBI over the years, the latest episode by the Bureau appears to be a little more than organized thievery. Do what they want. At the beginning of last year, the FBI searched and seized a massive amount of assets at the U.S. private vaults in Beverly Hills. Depending on which news service you read or watch, the FBI confiscated items from 800 to 1,400 safety deposit boxes. The items seized included $86 million in cash, jewelry, and $1.3 million in poker chips. Additionally, the FBI photographed password lists, credit cards, a prenuptial agreement, immigration and vaccination records, bank statements, heirlooms, a will, and even cremated human remains. Wow, that's odd. What is interesting about all of this is that the FBI apparently misled the judge who issued the warrant and disobeyed the judge's orders in executing the warrant. A senior FBI agent testified that the key to the FBI's plan was to permanently confiscate the contents of every box that contained at least $5,000 in cash or goods. Again, random safety deposit boxes. The Feddos. As the LA Times writes, the FBI's justification for the dragnet forfeiture was its presumption that hundreds of unknown box holders were all storing assets somehow tied to unknown crimes. Court's records show. Armed robbery. Now the Feddos is facing a class action lawsuit from 400 affected box holders. Robert Frommer, a lawyer for the 400, claims the government's actions violated the search and seizure protections of the U.S. Constitution in the Fourth Amendment, unquote. As a refresh, the Fourth Amendment is supposed to protect Americans from unreasonable searches and seizures, quote, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized, unquote. So the Fourth Amendment right there. The purpose was to permanently outlaw general warrants, that is, a blank check allowing anyone or anything to be searched and seized. Mr. Frommer goes on to state, quote, the government did not know what was in the boxes, who owned them, or what, if anything, those people had done, unquote. Most of the individuals have not received their items back from the FBI, from the Feddos, making this, as Mr. Frommer called it, the quote-unquote largest armed robbery in U.S. history, unquote. A specific example illustrates the overreach of the Feddos in this case. And here we go is a tweet here from Scott Adams. The FBI robbed a bank and is being covered as a process story. Literally, they robbed a bank. Wow. I mean, actually, really, no kidding, robbed a bank. You can see the LA Times article or tweet here. FBI agents drilled and pried their way into 1,400 safe deposit boxes. 18 months later, newly unsealed court documents showed that the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles got their warrant for the raid by misleading the judge who approved it. That is crazy, man. That is wow. You know what? I don't know if I have any words for that, but this is all alleged, of course, as it originally said in the article. But can you really trust the so-called powers that be? That's the question at this point. They've given us no reason to trust them at all. And this is not a knock on all FBI agents. I think certain people join the FBI to do better for their country, the agents. I think it's more of a leadership issue. I think those agents join to basically serve their country in a way that many other people won't. Just like military. People that join the military, join the military to serve their country in a way that many others won't. Same thing with law enforcement, police, police officers. They want to serve their community and their country the way most won't. They go in with great intentions, but leadership messes that up sometimes. Leadership has their own agenda. They have ties to other people in other leadership positions that expect certain things out of them. So, and of course, they have to oblige, right? That's what it's come to right now. Chaos everywhere. Quote unquote leadership is not doing anything about it. And the few people in leadership positions who I think are trying to do something about it, it's like they're being discredited. I think of Ron DeSantis. Is he the perfect person? No, he's not the perfect person. No one's perfect. Greg Abbott, is he perfect? No. People like that who are trying to do something about it. And what's the Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think her name is. People like that, they get discredited basically for wanting us to experience true freedom, wanting us to be able to partake and exercise all of our rights. I don't understand why most people can't can't understand that we just want our rights and we just want our freedom. And you have certain people who are taking those away from us. But anyways, let me know what you all think about this. Leave some comments. Let me know what's going on in your cities. Let me know your opinion, your beliefs, your disbeliefs. These articles here, they're just allegations. So do you believe that they're true? And what can we do to basically put this country in a better position? And as I always say, when it's all said and done, we must be a praying people and a praying nation. See you.